On guys, I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. You're a returning subscriber as always, guys. Welcome back, and I do appreciate the support. Guys, we've seen a rash of violent crimes that usually end in fatalities dealing with family members. And a lot of those cases are children doing something to, family. Today I want to talk about a story that didn't get a lot of traction out of Lillington, North Carolina. And it's involving these three people that you see up here. These people that you see up here are man and wife, Danny Richardson, age 57, Sabrina Richardson, his wife, age 54, and Danny Richardson's mother, Clara Richards. She's age 74. Now, these people were gunned down in their home. I want you to hear me. By his nephew. And his nephew is only 15 years old. I want you to take a look at the story. We'll come back and talk about it as always.
Breaking news out of Harnett County. In the last 2 hours, we learned one person is in custody after two people were found dead, a third injured in a shooting on Kentucky Derby Lane in Lillington. WR's Willie Danley has been on the scene for hours. He joins us live. Willie, give us an update as to what you've learned since we last saw you at 10 o'clock.
Well, Gerald, in the last 10 minutes, we've heard from SBI that they were assisting the Harnett County Sheriff's Office in locating a juvenile suspect. And within the last 30 minutes, we found out from the Harnett County Sheriff's Office that that suspect is now in custody. I'll tell you, this neighborhood has been shut off for well over 4 hours. Family members of the victims are lining the entrance to this neighborhood because just like us, they're wondering what happened inside that house. Crime scene tape and Harnett County Sheriff's deputies lining Kentucky Derby Lane in the Trotters Ridge neighborhood of Harnett County. New tonight, the Sheriff's Office told us 3 people were shot. 2 of them died. The third victim was rushed to the hospital. New radio traffic obtained by WRAL reveals how the call was dispatched.
Copy, 2 shot, ground floor, 1 shot, second floor.
Level 1 Harnett, do we have a status on those individuals?
Got 1 unconscious ground floor, 1 verbal ground floor, second floor unconscious.
Outside the home, it was an emotional scene as family of the victims wait for answers. We tried to talk to some family members, but they declined at this time. As I said before, there is a suspect in custody now. WRL has reached out to the Harnett County Sheriff's Office to learn more about that individual and the moments that led up to this fatal shooting. We're going to continue to stay on top of this story. In Harnett County, Willie Danley, WRL News.
Breaking news are following out of Harnett County. A 15-year-old is now charged with killing 3 family members. Within the last 30 minutes, we learned the married couple were decorated war veterans. WRL's Carly Haynes is near the barbecue community with reaction from a neighbor. Carly?
And we've also learned that a third person has died in this shooting. When police got here yesterday afternoon, they found 3 people with gunshot wounds at this Kentucky Derby Lane home in the Trotters Ridge neighborhood. And we've also learned a 10-year-old was inside and made that 911 call. Fortunately, they were unharmed in this. But as far as that third victim goes, the sheriff's office said 74-year-old Clara Richards has died at the hospital. She is the mother of Danny Richards. Danny and his wife Sabrina also died last night. They were both in their 50s. Friends tell us Danny and Sabrina led a church in Fayetteville. It was called Genesis Grace Ministry. And they were also both in the military, spending some time at Fort Bragg. This neighborhood is tight-knit, and neighbors knew Danny and the family as friendly faces.
He's a very, very nice guy, and it's a sad situation that him and his family, he lost him and his family to whatever the situation was. So.
Now, Danny's nephew, a 15-year-old boy, is in custody for their murder. We're still working to learn what led up to this shooting, and so are Harnett County deputies. They are still investigating this. That 15-year-old is in a juvenile detention facility. Right now, he's facing 2 counts for first-degree murder, and he will soon face a third. Carly Haynes, WRL News, live in Harnett County.
Sinful. Now, they said these people have been married for a while, and they both were still in the Army in some capacity. Said 2 people was found shot downstairs, and one person was upstairs shot. Now, the aunt is the one that they're saying died yesterday. So now he has 3 counts of first-degree murder before he ran off like they always do. I want to show you this article that has a little bit more information. Now, also in that thing, they were saying that they were grandparents of this child. No, they were the aunt, uncle, and this other lady was aunt too. Now, this is what the story reads. This is what they got up to date right now. It says a 15-year-old boy was arrested for first-degree murder after he allegedly fatally shot his aunt, uncle, and his uncle's mother inside their Lillington home on Tuesday, August 12th. The suspect allegedly shot Danny Richards, age 57, his wife, Sabrina Richards, age 54, and Danny's mother, Clara Richards, age 74. The suspect was charged with 2 counts first-degree murder, 1 count of attempted murder, 1 count of assault, which they changed. Assault with a deadly weapon, which they changed because the 3rd person died. The family was celebrating. Now, this is when it gets different. The family was celebrating Sabrina's 54th birthday when the teen allegedly shot at the 3 adults. Then at 5:18 p.m., authorities received a call from Danny and Sabrina's 10-year-old nephew. So I guess that's the brother of the 15-year-old. Upon arrival, they discovered that Danny and Sabrina had died of their gunshot wounds. Clara was shot in the abdomen, was found alive and critically injured. She was then transported to Womack Army Medical Hospital, where she died hours later. The 10-year-old nephew was found unharmed inside Richard's home. Meanwhile, the family's truck and the couple's 15-year-old nephew were both reported missing. Authorities then led a search to locate Cunningham, that's the son's last name, they're not saying his first name. At around 8:00 p.m., the truck was discovered near North Carolina Highway 87 and Nursery Road. Around 3 hours later, authorities found the suspect in the woods and took him into custody. The suspect's charges on 1 count of attempted murder and 1 count of assault with a deadly weapon were expected to be updated to a 3rd first-degree murder charge on Wednesday after Clara's death. Major Aaron Meredith of the Harnett County Sheriff's Office told the Daily Record. Danny and Sabrina were both U.S. Army veterans. He was retired, so they were retired. He was retired Command Sergeant Major. She was retired Staff Sergeant. Since leaving the Army, Danny was a senior pastor at Genesis Grace Ministry in Fayetteville, North Carolina. One of the couple's friends, Emery Carter, told WRAL that the pair listen to this. The pair took in Cunningham, that's the kid that killed him, to give him a better life, adding he was trying to give him a better place to stay and instill wisdom and discipline in him. So it's very tragic that this happened. Carter, who met Danny at Fort Bragg and advanced through the Army ranks together, said the couple were well respected in the Army community as well as the Fayetteville community. Amazing is a small smidgen of what describes who they are, Carter said. Loving people, loving of others, love each other, but also love their community. He literally takes clothes out of his house to give to the homeless, Carter said. He literally takes food out of his house to give to the homeless. He is a very, very nice guy, and it's a sad situation that for him and his family, a neighbor told WRAL. He loves his family for whatever the situation was. And it says another former Army colleague told ABC 11 that the definition of a selfless serviceman, say it was the definition of a selfless serviceman. A representation of the Harnett County Sheriff's Office did not immediately respond to people's requests for more information on Wednesday. And look at that. Always trying to help those that don't want to help themselves, and caring for those that do not care about themselves cost you big. Man lived a hell of a life, so did his wife. Had a love story. Grown and developed it. Only to have a 15-year-old family member come in there and take all of that away. He not only killed 2 people that tried to help him, but he killed the third person who was the mother of the man. And you was blood. Blood. When you think about how fucked up that is, family's not family no more. These younger folk, a lot of them, not all, they have no sense of the worth of others. And they have no regard in taking human life. He moved in with them because I guess his people couldn't do anything with him. And the ultimate happened. That was a true representation of a man going out there, built a life for himself and wanted to share it with him because he was blood. And in turn, his blood got spilled for being nice. That is as horrible as it gets, folks. And that's just the new normal out here. You stick your hands out to pull somebody up, they'll chop it off. You stick your hands out to feed somebody, they'll bite your fingers instead of the food. It's crazy out here. A lot of people got this I don't give a F attitude. Nowadays, it's sewn into the persona of some people, and they can't wait to let it out. What was so bad living with this family to make you kill him and then take the man's car? Then get caught in the woods looking stupid. Always a plan A, never a damn plan B. A simple act can define your life. An act of anger. It's a damn shame what happened to them people. And it's happening all over nowadays. You can't tell children no. You can't instill discipline because they follow a lot of undisciplined principles. And that's going to be the downfall of us all. I'm Stock Market Steve for the Dynamic Reason channel. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. May these people rest in peace. They had a lot of nice things to say about them. And they sound like they had good hearts. But now them hearts stop beating because they allowed wickedness to come in their house and try to give a chance to somebody that didn't want it. I will see you in the next video. Take care.